Stores on Northwestern Railway. The spooky season. Episode 1. Shed 17. It had been a great day on Sodor. Tomorrow would be the day Thomas and Edward would search for Diesel 10 and any mainland diesels. But just for today, they would just shrug it off and act like today was a great day. But that night, Edward had a little story to tell the engines. So, Edward, what's this story you have to tell us about? Well, it will be a good one. Don't worry, Henry, you won't be late for your flying kipper next morning. Maybe. Why did you say maybe? Well, I do tell the scariest stories, so sometimes some engines might stay awake for the rest of the night about this. Well, I'm all in for it, said Thomas. Alright then. So, it all started a long time ago. Back in the day, there was this scientist on Sodor. He was in this mysterious shed. We don't really know what it's called, but all I know is that the shed number was 17. The scientists learned about something called Biofusion, where you could combine humans with machinery until the experiments failed, as a human have engine thing started banging on the glass tube. The scientists would hurry out of the shed. Shed 17 was soon closed. Until one particular day, where a tank engine was puffing along the rails, and then saw Shed 17. The engine was cheeky just like Thomas, so the engine messed around and found out. Workmen went to check out what had happened. They soon ran towards the shed. The engine had vanished. No engine ever dared to go in there. And ever since that day, that shed is still closed to this day. I don't really know what happened next. Well, Edward, that was a pretty cool story. But, there might be a little problem. And what is that, Thomas? Are sheds really that scary? There's no way any engine could be scared of some shed. We're living in a shed right now. It ain't really that scary. Well, I'll just give you this warning, Thomas. If you see a shed with the number 17 on it, don't ever go near it. Then, later that night, Thomas had to pull Percy's mail train because how scared he was about Shed 17. It's always Percy who gets scared of these things. Why do I have to pull his train? Soon, Thomas had finally made it to his destination, being Farquhar. Thomas soon backed on to a turntable. Alright, driver, let's head home. Well, I mean, you're almost out of coal, so I think we should might as well stay here. Now, why don't we go into that shed? Well, I think we should probably go into that big shed. That way we'll have a lot of space. Well, you do got a point there. So, let's go. With that, Thomas puffed off. Thomas soon headed towards the shed. But something was wrong. There was something next to the side that was covered in moss. But then, the wind blew, uncovering the number Shed 17. Thomas was scared. No, Thomas, you can't be scared. Edward's story was, I guess, made up. I'm sure this Shed 17 isn't real at all. So with that, Thomas took a puff back and puffed towards the shed. As Thomas was puffing towards the end of the sheds, in front of Thomas was a green tube. But that's weird. Why is the green test tube here? Then suddenly something started banging on the test tube. Thomas took a jump back. What the? Then suddenly Thomas had a pain in his boiler. Oh, what the heck is that? Meanwhile, Percy finally found the courage to go look for Thomas, as he hadn't came back yet. Hey, Thomas, you alright? Cinders and ashes! Thomas, what's going on? And what Percy saw next was horrifying. Wait, why did we just scream at the same time? Well, I was bumping along the rails and then I ran to Shed 17 and I don't know what happened. Wait, I was there too. Wait, but then if you're still alive, Thomas, then Toby came. Come on, guys, we have work to do. I know it is the morning, but I mean we gotta start bright and early. Oh yeah, alright, let's go.